Peace is the star with the star blooms. Thank you to Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael for covering me, shielding me, and protecting me in my auric field, casting away and burning away any and all negativity, etheric attachments that may be physical at this time, being projected, intentions or thought processes towards my heart chakra, my throat chakra, my third eye, as well as my crown. Thank you to my benevolent ancestors of the highest light, as I am assigned. Thank you to the Most High, my divine, as I am allowing to all rays of clear channel, clarity of truth, for our confirmation as we walk towards our guiding light and our discernment. Abracadabra, make it so. I say Asheo. So someone, a earth energy, could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo energy, has some rate of I'm listening to this song that just came on. Sometimes you gotta lose. Someone's wanting to cause you to have some form of delay towards your victory, towards what it is that you've been working towards. And I had been talking about the air and the water, and I believe that's because that's been the attack. And that's what's basically going to be flipped over. Someone wants a rate of your memory to basically be forecast in the opposite or in the reverse. They want you to be at this rate to where you're having nightmares, being depressed, worried, anxious, feeling lost or grief or disappointment. I hear overstepping boundaries. Overstepping boundaries. There's this rate where this energy was basically showing up as if it was a leader, you know? Yeah, juggling. Thank you, Spirit. How many? My whole deck. That's crazy. So we're gonna flip this back over. Everything be a message, y'all. Yeah, I literally hated it. Someone was basically working hard trying to juggle an Empress energy who is literally they're living in their victory. They're living in it. They're not waiting for it to arrive. And these masculine energies, because it seems to be, oh goodness. It seems to be 3 different masculine energies. One of them is a Taurus energy. This guy wants it to be a situation to where there's loss and grief. Like I said, left out in the cold. It gives me some rate of like ghosting, working hard towards a goal and an outcome, yet they're anxious and they're very, very upset because they've been overindulging. I hear like in addictions, and disconnecting from the path and the plan, working towards things in a backwards manner. 338. I thought it said 333. Then there is this water sign, masculine, who could be in solitude this time and taking their time due to the fact that they know the plan. They have some rate, some obligation towards this Empress energy that could be basically being projected towards. You know, some stuff that just don't sit right. So it's like, this isn't her energy, but this is what... Oh, why I'm hearing like it's a cold energy. It's like masculine energies wanting it to be a rate to where, to where this star is in confusion, but she's not in confusion. As a matter of fact, this is really in the upright. She's not in confusion. She's clear on her choices. She's made her decision completely. Yeah. And she's standing in it in a very, look at that. I like this, y'all. Now, I like this, okay? I like this. I can see it in more than one ways. First of all, we got every king on the table except for the King of Wands. Okay? But I like this energy. Sometimes the Queen of Swords could be very, very, very karmic, right? And yeah, and I could read it. It's crazy because it's too many storylines. I could read it in so many different ways because I'm seeing the energy and how it shows up. These could be counterparts, but I don't look at it like this. I look at it like a divine feminine energy who's basically going up against masculine energies, and she's very, very much so dominating. This is so crazy because of the Empress card. And it came over the confusion, so it's almost like she has divine righteous thought, you know. And it's not a rape to where she's really, really having to be vocal and stand on her swords about too much or say too much. Less is definitely said in this situation because of the rate that the leadership shows up in. She's extremely analytical, but at this rate that she's analytical, it's only due to the fact that she is having to almost like stand up and stand guard. She's protecting her dynasty just as well as these entities are trying to protect theirs. And she's winning. She's won. She did win. This is an Empress energy who had to go up against four four masculine energies. I don't know if we could call them divine. Four masculine energies. I already heard erected patriarch. Yeah, who are very, very liars. They done put so much, yes, liars. So much negativity, so much energy that they done sent out, and she and her Nine of Pentacles. Goodness gracious. There's no confusion over here. There's no confusion over here. She and her Nine of Pentacles. She's getting what she wants. The King of Wands. Didn't I say it? I knew it's a group of masculine energies who are attacking this feminine energy because she won't give in to their will. She's not willing to basically put down her guard and open up her heart, give access to energy that basically wants to dominate her, that wants to take over for her, take her options, delay her and where she's going. Spirit said no. This is a rising star who's not confused. Watch the pathway be revealed to you as you are in audience of the experience of the Empress. You're not at a rate to where you get to perceive what is actually going on here because your intentions, your thought processes are due to lack. They're wanting somebody to be anxious, wanting to affect somebody's sleep, and you working hard at it. Imagine somebody being diligent and studious towards somebody else's downfall. The outcome of that is always going to be, it's always going to be very, very dark. I literally heard transition. There's a rate that's basically someone's wanting to call into you, especially under this energy. Somebody basically doing some moon magic. They're doing some work. Yeah. And your angels are with you, intentionally with you, seeking well for you, deciding well for you. Yeah. These energies are brokenhearted due to the race of deception. Yeah. And the deep sorrow. They living in this grieving process. I said something that sounds so crazy to me, and I just was like, okay, I'm not going to share that because people, but I basically said that I've had to be at a rate of being in recognition or perceiving other people's grief towards me due to my absence, before they lost me, because I recognized what it would mean for my energy to walk out of a space and not come back. And I gave so much energy towards these spaces, intentionally wanting it to be a rate to where things could be met. But some things aren't really meant to be met. Some things you aren't supposed to be able to come back off of. Some conversations, some comments don't need to try to be like forgiven. You forgive for yourself, but you remove yourself, and access is always going to be limited to the places that decided to cut you before they helped you heal. This masculine energy up against this Empress, and she bossed out on them. The message is what it is, y'all. There really ain't nothing left to that. I wanted it to go to a different rate because I was seeing it in another way, but I'm seeing it now and it's like, it's a cult. A group of masculines working with each other to go against this lady because they don't think that she deserves to be in this rate and this power. and she's standing in her energy. Imagine you thinking something is like, ooh, so cute. She done stood up on him.